Hi there, my name is Isabel Torres and I attend New Brand High School. I graduate this year, and for my end of year project, it was to pick a topic of conversation, and I decided to use the Black Lives Matter movement that is relevant in the month of June and for every month and year where there has been mistreatment from the Black community and anybody of color. I go to a school that holds over 2,000 students. We have a total of 5 floors and so many teachers that you won't get to see them all in all 4 years of high school. You can walk by them, but you won't even recognize them because the school is just so large. We have students ranging from all ethnicities. We have all languages. We have everything in our school that's diverse. We have Polish, white, Black, Hispanic, Asian, Muslim, Arabic, you name it, we most likely have it. And I, as a student at New Brand High School, I have grown up in the cities of East Hartford, Bristol, New Britain, and Manchester. And I have been exposed to all different ethnicities, and I know for a fact that one is not more threatening than the other. And that is what we're seeing here in police brutality, is that they feel threatened and they feel like they need to use excessive force on people to get them in control. Another thing is that they push their limits, and the fault is within the government for not issuing punishments and consequences for our police department when the wrong action is taken. The movement right now is about you will see hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag enough is enough, hashtag no justice, no peace. And that is what we're seeing. Like the riots and looting that is occurring, I don't condone it. I think it's the wrong direction to go in. But our fellow peers see it as necessary because nothing has changed from peaceful protest to no protest to everything in the book that you can think of, to a guy being arrested of the name of Martin Luther King multiple times for trying to express the way he feels about his people and the way they're being treated, when all they're fighting for is to be treated with the same respect and equality as anybody else. And when I say that, I mean that very lightly, because there are many ethnicities who are discriminated against in all different types of systems. When it comes to employment, when it comes to being in a store, you're being watched. There are many different reasons as to why this movement is prominent. And it's sad because our grandparents fought and marched in the movement for Black Lives Matter back with Martin Luther King. And yet they have to do it again for their grandchildren. Like, they thought this was over and done with. We had the Black community has revolted, has fought through the most inhumane thing you could ever think of, and that is slavery. They have overcome the hands of a white supremacy. They have risen above, and yet here they are still fighting for the right to go to a gas station, purchase something without there being a problem, without the cops being called on them. The issue here is that we need to implement a better government regulation for our cops. No chokeholds, no excessive force, and also at the crime scene, I'm gonna call it a crime scene because it was a crime. It was a homicide. A white cop put his knee on the neck of a Black person for minutes, multiple minutes, where he's saying he can't breathe, calling out to his mom because he just needed somebody to save him. I'm sorry I got emotional, but I can't imagine one day I am a female and I will have kids if I'm lucky. And I do not want to worry about my son not coming home or my daughter not coming home because they are a person of color, and that is unfortunately what we live in today. And so to end this message, I say that I am a mixed white and Hispanic person. My dad is Hispanic, my mom is white. And fortunately enough for me in today's society, I come across as white. People rarely mistake me for being colored. The only time I'm seen as colored is if I dress a certain way, my hair's a certain way, my makeup's a certain way. Other than that, I'm just seen as a little white girl. And so I am automatically protected because of the pigment in my skin, because I have melanin, but the amount of melanin within your skin should not depict whether or not you have rights, no rights, whether or not you're killed, not killed. It shouldn't be that way. And here I leave off with, we need to stand together and come together in this hard time. And if you want to see change, be the change. If you see a encounter and it's going sideways, do your part and try to help save that person's life. I'm not saying take a bullet for them, but I'm saying you gotta be like, what's going on? Or I'm calling the police on the police, and hopefully those police officers will say something.